Peace. Welcome to the YouTube live book reading of Love Like Sky by Leslie C. Youngblood. Divine Rising. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel Riley. Peace, peace. Divine days and nights. So, happy Wednesday. We pick up at chapter 21. Wow. Amazing, amazing. Page 210 for those reading along. Welcome. Peace, YouTube. BOGA what? Chapter 21 of Love Like Sky. BOGA what? Frank and Mama sat so close on the couch, they looked joined together. One of their throw pillows was on Mama's lap, and her elbows rested on it. She didn't look happy, the way people look on TV look when they are about to share good news. So that was out. Since Tangi didn't sit down, neither did I. We both stood right behind the coffee table that separated the four of us like a small fence. You've got our undivided. What's up? Tangi said. What's up? I echoed. At ease, Frank said. What's the rush? Best to get it out now, Mama said, and looked at Tangi and me. Remember I told you that Sugar got a call from one of her sisters today? Is she okay? Tangi asked, which was what I was thinking, but she was quicker. Mama nodded. She's fine, but she received some news about one of her sisters, my Aunt Elvie. She's the oldest. Something bad happened to Aunt Elvie? I asked. I only met my great aunt Elvie once at the family reunion. She had her own restaurant that made the best sweet potato pie I'd ever tasted, and she looked so much like Grandma Sugar that a few times I accidentally called her Sugar. Well, baby, she has a condition called Alzheimer's that causes her not to remember things like she used to. It's been happening for a while, but it's to the point now where Sugar needs to go help her. Will she know us? I asked. I'm praying she will. Mama said, you remember her diner and hotel, G-Baby? Uh-huh, I said. In Louisiana? It was a long time ago. Peaches wasn't even walking. That's about right. When we visited, it was popular, but not like it used to be. You wouldn't believe the stars who've come through that place, Mama said. Aunt Elvie said Tracy Ellis Ross had eaten there. I said, from Blackish? Tangi's voice shot up a notch. Mama chuckled. Think you might be confusing her with Diana Ross, sweetie. That's Tracy's mama. I used to work there when I was a little girl. The diner hosted everyone. James Brown, the Supremes, and even the Jacksons. The Jackson 5? Tangi asked. Mama lifted her chin a bit. She served Michael himself. But now she needs help remembering day-to-day things. Frank put his hand on Mama's knee. That's what we wanted to talk to you about. Mama took over again. Sugar wanted me to go with her to Louisiana a few months ago, but with moving and you girls adjusting, it wasn't the right time. That was even before we realized our Elvie's condition was worsening. There's so many decisions we need to make about the hotel and diner. Since they're connected, it's not feasible to keep one without the other. Got to get down there and sort things out. You're leaving Peaches and me, Mama? No, baby. I'm taking you and Peaches with me as soon as we get the doctor's okay. Mama paused for a few seconds. And Tangy, too? If she wants to come. I held my breath. Tangy frowned. To Louisiana. Frank made a drum roll with his fingers. I'll be there to visit a week or two after you leave. One of the girls on my old gymnastics team is from New Orleans. That's in Louisiana. She says that it's the best city in the country, Tangi said, and put her iPod on the coffee table. Some of the most delicious food in the world, Frank added. And Peaches will love it. That's where Tiana from The Princess and the Frog lives. I couldn't remember much, but I wanted Tangi to like it. Mama raised and lowered her hands the way she does when she wants us to slow down. Just a second. Our hometown isn't exactly New Orleans. About 60 miles north, it's a small town called Bogalusa. Bogalusa. Tangi reared her head back like she caught a whiff of the paper mill. Boga what? She said. Bogalusa, Mama said. I jumped in. Not forever, huh, Mama? No, just the rest of the summer, Mama reassured us. But it's only June, Dad, Tangi said. That's like forever. I don't want to in, be stuck in some small town in the all summer. Snellville is bad enough, but Atlanta isn't 60 miles away. Think about this, T, Frank said. You'll be paid for helping out at the diner, so it'll be a chance to earn some money and save for a car. Wow, your own car, I said. I'd make you a deal. Whatever you earn working at the restaurant, I'll match it, Frank said. Tips are good, Mama, said added. Hmm, said Tangi. Nice try, but no thanks. I'm good. I'm staying here with you, Dad. Frank sighed. Tangi, you know the hours I work. Well, Mama, I can stay with her, Tangi offered. Already discussed that, Frank said. She agrees that you should go to Louisiana. Wait, you two aren't asking me if I want to go, are you? Just for the summer, Tangi, to help out our family, Mama said. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. Mama never called Tangi baby. This is bad. Your family, not mine, Tangi shouted, then snatched her iPod off the coffee table. Two magazines hit the floor as she stormed out of the living room. The room turned upside down. Everything, all the work for us to be sisters was going down the drain. Get yourself back here. Frank shot up from the couch and stomped his foot. Frank, let's not wake Peaches, Mama said. I bent down and picked up Mama's O and Essence magazines. Every stomp Tangi made up the stairs beat hard in my chest. I looked at my fingernails and wondered if I'd ever get to that close to her again. After all, it was my mama's fault that her daddy was trying to get her to go someplace whose name sounded like something in your nose. Give her some time, Frank, Mama said, then turned to me. This diner and hotel is going to require that we all work hard and we be on our feet a lot. Think you can handle that? I guess. Tangi's reaction poked a huge pin in my balloon. I really wanted to help Aunt Elvie, but I wanted Tangi there too. Then I thought about Peaches. She wasn't even all the way well, and Tangi was gonna be back to growling at us. But what if we could all have so much fun together at our party that Tangi wouldn't mind going away with us? What if Peaches had such a good time with her friends that it made her stronger sooner than anyone could have imagined? And what if Mama and Frank would be there and Daddy and Millicent? Maybe Mama and Daddy wouldn't have to go back to pretending they liked each other again. And Mama wouldn't be upset with Millicent anymore. Maybe it wouldn't work, but I had to try. The more I thought about Peaches playing with her friends who knew that been sick, the more I thought about kids who wouldn't know. Mama, will there be lots of other kids where we're going? More than you can fit in one room, I bet, she said. Why? What's on your mind? I flicked my tongue like I was moving words around. Even though the doctor says that Peaches can travel and stuff, what if the kids there aren't nice or play too rough with her? Baby, most of them will be your cousins. We'll keep an eye out to make sure there's no roughhousing. Mama tried, but nothing she said made me think Peaches would be okay. Mama hadn't been a kid in a long time. If we protected Peaches too much, kids could make fun of her. If we didn't, she could get hurt. Peace, YouTube. Hey, Divine Rises. Thank you, Marquise. Oh, hi, is heart love. He said, love the big heart, bro. Yes. Yes. This is my super uniform now, Marquise. Yeah. I unlocked this mode. This is my superhero uniform. The big heart of power, love, and unconditional embraces. Care, love, and unconditional embraces. Thank you so much for being here. The mods are in the building. Thank you so much for being in the peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. We're at page 215 of this wonderful chapter 21. Love Like Sky by Leslie C. Youngblood. This book is so great. So now we're in the 21st chapter on the 22nd day of this poetry and jazz celebration month of April. Welcome, YouTube. Peace, peace. All right. Page 215 at the middle, in the middle. Mama tried, but nothing she said made me think Peaches would be okay. Mama hadn't been a kid in a long time. If we protected Peaches too much, kids could make fun of her. But if we didn't, she could get hurt. Mama, yes, Georgie? Before we go anywhere, do you think we can do something special for Peaches to welcome her home? Mama smiled. It's wonderful that you're thinking of your sister like that. It wasn't just my idea. It was Tangie's too. We talked about it before we found out about Boga, Boga, Bogalusa, Mama said. Bogalusa, I repeated, and it didn't sound so bad. You and Tangie talked about it, Frank asked. He seemed more interested than Mama. Uh-huh. We want to have a big party for Peaches. I spread my arms as wide as I could. I spread my arms as wide as I could, the way the kids did in the Sunshine Children's Choir when they sang, "He's got the whole world in his hands." Oh, not just any party, a special one, a throwback party. That's what Tangi called it, a throwback 70s party. It'll be for the adults and kids, everyone who loves peaches. Daddy and Millicent could come, Grandma Sugar, and we all get to dress up. Don't one of your uncles still think he's in the 70s, Frank? Mama laughed. You got that right. More than one of them, Frank said. Flopped back on the couch. What do you say, honey? Frank asked. When Mama grabbed the back of her neck like Daddy, I knew I was in trouble. We've never had a party since we've been living here, Mama, I said. Not ever. We used to have them at our old house, remember? I dug my fingernails into the seat cushions. What do you think, baby? Mama said to Frank. A chance for me to strut around in some bell bottoms and slap on an afro wig? You think I can't resist that? He winked at me like Daddy would do. Why don't you two ladies talk it out? I'll check on tea. This can be a welcome home and going away party. Mama removed the pillow from her lap and put it back on the couch and fluffed it. You still want her to go with us? She asked Frank. As opposed to her being home alone with even more opportunity to plot like a mini Angela Davis with the college boy behind our backs, which I'm sure she's doing anyway, Frank replied. I tried not to move a muscle so they couldn't tell I knew a thing. Is forcing her the best way? Mama asked. Teens can be awful stubborn. What choice do we have? She says she's not ready to rejoin any of her old gymnastics, dance, or cheering teams. She's already out on a limb about her curfew, and her mother's not in a position for Tangi to visit the rest of the summer. We both know what happened when she didn't want to live here, remember? Yeah, I do, Mama said. Frank headed upstairs. Her at home by herself won't work. That's a fact. As soon as he turned the corner, Mama said, so where did this idea come from, G baby? I bit my lip. I had the feeling I get when Mama is asking me a question, but she already knows the answer. I'm waiting. I want to make Peaches happy since she had to stay in the hospital. Mama put her hand under my chin and lifted my head up. Her eyes weren't glassy with tears like they'd been for so long. There were a few gray strands, hair sprouting from her eyebrows, and she hadn't plucked away. That's sweet of you. Is there any other reason? If I told her that I didn't want her and Daddy to be mad at each other anymore, she might think I was in grown folks' business. No, ma'am. She rubbed the side of my face and kissed my cheek. Not sure if I'm buying this hook and line and sinker, but okay, a throwback party it is. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. I squeezed her until my arms were weak. You might not be so happy when you learn how much work goes into a big party, Mama said. It doesn't matter. I'm ready, I said, and clapped like a circus clown. Who's up, Frank? Look who's up. Frank re entered the living room carrying Peaches. She leaned her head against his shoulder, but waved to us in the way that she does when looks like she's grabbing chunks of air. Hey, Mama's baby. Mama reached for her, but not before Frank planted a big kiss on her cheek. I think that was the first time he kissed one of us. When Peaches got out of his arms, her steps toward Mama were wobbly, like Frank had swung her around and she was still dizzy. Take your time, baby, Mama said. I saw Mama and Frank exchange glances. Neither one surprised at her unsteady steps. Mama clasped her hands like she was keeping herself from reaching for her. I didn't quite know how to feel. One part of me was just happy to have Peaches home. The other part was sad that she wasn't running and jumping. It was like the meningitis just wouldn't let her go. When Peaches made it to Mama, Frank said, "Let me see if I can pry that other member of our family out of her room and we'll go pick up something for dinner." "Get whatever you three want," Mama told him. "I'm going to cook Peaches and me a little something." "Popeyes?" Frank gave a thumbs up like a human emoji. "That sounds good," I said. Frank headed upstairs to talk to Tangy. Then I turned to Mama. "Can I tell Peaches?" At first, I thought it would be a surprise party like Nikki said hers was, but then Peaches would have missed the fun of planning it and getting dressed up. "Sure," Mama said and smothered Peaches' hair. "Guess what, Peaches?" "What?" "Mama and Frank said it's okay if we have a party for you." I spread my arms wide. I mean, a big, big party with all the friends we had. "It's not my birthday, G baby," Peaches said. "Tell her, Mama, it's not my birthday, is it?" "No, baby," Mama assured her, "but we are so happy you're home and we want to celebrate. And it's a 70s party like we saw on That's So Raven. Remember, I said? We get to wear the funny clothes and make pets out of rocks," she said. "That's right," I said. "I can invite my friends, Mama." "Anybody you want," Mama said. Then Peaches got quiet and buried her head in Mama's chest. "What's wrong?" I asked. "What if I fall down instead of dancing?" "Know how you've seen me dance in front of people and fall down?" "Yeah," Peaches said. "What do I do?" I asked. "Get up," she said. I would do anything just to keep her from falling, but it was out of my hands. "You'll do fine. Nobody cares about that anyway. Your legs just not used to walking around. It'll be okay," I said. I glanced at Mama. "Your sister's right, baby. You'll be stronger in no time." And just when I was about to get sad, I saw Frank coming down the stairs with Tangy behind him. "We can have the party, Tangy," I said. "Mama and Frank said we could. You can invite all your friends. There'll be food, music. You like music, right? We can go buy some old clothes." Tangy stared at me. She took her earbuds out, but still said nothing. I needed words that would make Tangy want to be a part of it all. But the fear of saying something goofy fastened my lips airtight. Then, just like in a football game where a player throws the ball down the field and his teammate catches it and makes a touchdown right before the end of the game, Peach's words were sailing in the air. "It's because I don't have to be in the hospital no more." Her voice was louder and stronger than I'd heard it since before she'd gotten sick. Tangy put her arms around my shoulder. "Well, I can't think of a better reason to have a party." "Thank you, Tangy." I wanted to give her a hug, a big hug, but figured that would be too sappy. We're going to have so much fun. I threw my arms up like runners do when they've crossed the finish line, which made me look pretty stupid, but I didn't care. All I could do was run and call Nikki to tell her what was going on. I hoped I'd hear Tangy talking to Frank and Mama about the party as I jetted up the stairs, but I didn't hear any words at all. And that completes chapter 21 of Love Like Sky. Oh, they're going to have a party. Yay. They're going to have a party. Love Like Sky by Leslie C. Youngblood. I wish you had a divine rising and wonderful rest in that white cloud. It was so powerful, right? I know. Oh my goodness. Wrote some beautiful poetry as well. Yeah, we we really got some great rest. So now it's time to go out into the world. And we have the grocery giveaway and do some work there. And I'm wishing the best for all our friends and family. Thank you so much. So happy solar returns to all those beautiful beings out here. Thank you so much. Oh, good morning. Divine rising, Jake. And peace to you. Highest heart love to all our mods, all our friends and family. Thank you, Marquise. Highest heart love. Let's have a glass of love water. Give an honor to the day that we're about to go out into and give some great energy into the world, shining our light, as well as for all those that have elevated. We honor you. We love you. All those children that have elevated early, we're praying for all the families and friends involved. One thing you'll never, ever hear me doing is belittling someone, especially a woman, or being physical, violent to another woman or being. This is the peaceful part of YouTube, the honorable part. So we shun violence, we shun war, we shun any type of killing, unaliving. We want the best for our people. And so that's why we drink love water and work out and give back to our communities. And that's why I sing I love you every time. I love you. Mm. Mm. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here in this peaceful part of YouTube and reading with us. I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Going into meditation in a little bit. And then grocery giveaway. Highest heart love. Thank you for the likes and subs. We're pushing towards 700 subs on this peaceful part of YouTube. We're doing it organically right from the beginning. Reading books, passing on the torch and energy, baton of love, baton of righteousness, and information. So I will see you soon, okay? Yeah, excellent. Tonight, we are going to Purple Cloud, highest heart love and octave All right. So that's the amethyst. We're going to be making different ornaments in different jewels like charite and amethyst and chevron amethyst. We'll be making them for the light workers. So you can join us tonight in the purple cloud. Thank you so much for being here. Ay, 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 ay. Love, love, love you, you, you. Ay, 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 ay. Love you, 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 you. You know it, because I love myself. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Peace, peace.